Hello, it's Free Happy Dolphin, and today on Pro Plays of Company of Heroes 3 we'll see a battle that does not dive directly to all irritating meta builds, even though in a way it does, but also it doesn't. Well, you'll be able to see that for yourself, as there will be quite a few interesting interactions and crazy finish. On the blue side we see Nub playing Americans, on the red we see Treadz with Germans, two top 1 versus 1 players. Neb starts with scouts on the fuel, and also we see a Weasel call in from him going on that seaside of the Twin Beaches map, now capping VP. As well we see a Catting card just going for the fuel from Treadz, and he'll connect later with his Grenadiers. Already fuel also done, so quite coordinated and rapid control of those resource points capping from both players. We see scouts coming, another unit for a nub, so now 2 scouts here, but no pathfinders as the Weasel already capping the fuel, so he already chose his battle group. And we see center occupation as well, both players just trying to work the middle of the map, going for those lower value munitions points, not necessarily pushing for the hill or the seaside like we seen in previous covered battle. First interaction between Weasel and the German Catting card, and both of them kind of retreats. Still Nub awaits that 30 cal improvement for Weasel, cannot really engage, and now of course he will be braver, just placing a mine there and scouting, as Weasel doesn't have his power and goes just for the munitions cap, while Nub actually took the hill here with engineers, and he has 2 scout squads taking both sides. No pathfinders again, and no infantry as well. We see him expanding with weapon support center and getting machine gun here, so really not traditional, not really the meta, right? You usually go for pathfinders, plenty of them, and go like this. Well, it's not happening, and now we need to escape with those engineers here. Dropping 2 models here, we're really okay, just surviving a lot of damage, but dropped at the last point. Machine gun joining a party a bit late, but later better than never. Now we see also upgrade for Weasel. He will push here and try to get Grenadier out of this party. I really like to party alone, as Never tries to join from the distance. We see VP going down into Neb's favor as he gets infantry support center, and we see Luftwaffe company coming for Germans on Treadz side. Some relocation, again continuing that harassing of Grenadiers, and we see some capping happening. Both sides optimistically capping munitions, while, well, nobody is getting those right now. One side was cut off, other likely will be cut off, so that's a little funny as an effort. Now we see a push. Machine gun will try to support all the flanks. Scouts and engineers push Grenadiers off the munitions point and have higher, of course, DPS up close, so he closes in, and well, they're retreating. Now Nub will be able to take back control, as here we'll see a few shots landing on the scouts, but they're not going to take him down. Cut off coming for Treadz as well from the fuel side, trying to gain some advantage right now. Treadz is still in front because he had this hill damage, and we see that Weasel just got into that mine. Not great for Nub, but the battle continues, and we see a concrete bunker coming up there, likely for getting cheaper healing. Just get your healing for munitions. I've seen that happening from Treadz already. Quite good. You save a bit of fuel, you pay a bit more of manpower, of course, for bunker and for that upgrade to met bunker, but you know, it's worth if you're trying to save some fuel. Here we see truck coming on Nub's side, will help cleared those grenadier squads. With this connection, he has a nice advantage of fuel coming his way. In the meanwhile, Nab got the hill, so it's not as massive as it could have been. In the north, fight continues, not letting get that munitions up, but of course grenadiers will engage and the battle will be decided here. On other side, grenadiers are forced to come back, and a truck engages, trying to drop as many models as possible. We see nice smoke from Jaegers and we'll get to the smoke there, so truck will be careful. You never know if you're going to get Shreks already or not. Also, you don't want to be just waiting for your truck to be shredded there, waiting for some support. We see a flare coming up, looking for more information for Nub, and now we'll see a bit of a push with a truck taking shots from the distance and going after now Treadz fuel. And we see that Medicam bunker coming up for healing. So he's really saving fuel for the future, now getting mortar as well. As we see getting back fuel connection here. We see a mine coming from engineers, and grenadiers will try to push on VP here as the battle on the seaside of Twin Beaches continues. Now we see truck engaging, but kind of keeping distance with half HP, not really trying to dive in there. And scouts actually are forced to retreat. We see mortar laying shots into that house for machine gun, really not waiting anything, just getting that mortar and figuring that machine gun situation straight away. Yeah, also landing shots here. We switch to weapons with engineers to have more power, as one of them, if they're having that diffusal kit on, they will shoot less, of course, as one of the guys will not have a weapon. And we see this pushing, it's kind of working to push them away. Engineers, even they take a lot of losses, but they don't drop a lot of models, and we are able to take down that Grenadier squad with high DPS. We see nice cut off coming from Jaegers, Grenadiers, and engineers. We see mortar also in the capping business as well. Well, Captain will do a bit, but not much from that distance, though. Machine gun and the truck coming in assistance, now pushing from both sides, kind of trying to suppress and well, force them away. We see upgrade support elements coming for Treadz as well, so likely responding for this infantry based with truck support composition from Nubs with well, something like Wirbelwind. I guess we'll see that soon, I guess, with that rapid production in effect from the battle group. And yeah, actually we see that Wirbelwind coming for Treadz will be really effective for shredding those infantry units. See the mine and the revenge is in full effect as Kettenkat going down for Treadz as well. Now this machine will shred a lot of units of Nubs. Now I see that resource cache is coming somewhere for Nub, right here actually, as he loses the scout there. Machine gun won't also stand a chance against it, and yeah. The only reply here is getting this 75 upgrade, and now Nab will have a chance to fight off that Wirbelwind. Getting two nice shots and not letting him to finish work on the machine gun. Getting now barrage ability as well. Also really handy, but needs to go back, as you never know. Shrek's coming. Also, you cannot really find like this. Snubs finishes his fuel depot. We see fight continuing here. Bit of a smoke to provide cover for scouts to get back. We'll see SSF commandos for Nub, so really interesting play here. Now we will be able to switch to bazookas when needed. Also we see tank depot coming, really preparing for that T4 upgrade for Nub. While Treadz, well, he's not really doing that right now, has a lot of manpower and fuel is getting there, but not really yet. Also we don't see tank company anywhere close. So Nub is in front in terms of tanks, in terms of tech, possibly will be. Because now this position is one. We have anti-tank, we have machine gun for control, and with that he will be able to push. We see another Jaeger coming, so likely some upgrades with Shreks are on way. As yeah, Treadz chose to go with this, and now we need some anti-tank, anti-armor power as well, and we cannot get that from tanks. Well, maybe another Jaeger with upgrade to Shreks will help. Now we see nice control from the center area, and nice shots will be landing on this. Needs to retreat with that. Though still doesn't engage, you never know what's hiding there. We have no support. Machine gun still protecting the center. Engineers trying to take munitions off Treadz, and still we see some push on the fuel, some push with SSF on munitions on the north side, so we cannot really push without any support. Now we see relocating even from 75. Jaegers joining back the fight on the VP. You'll meet with SSF commandos. Here also another VP fight coming from another SSF. Right now it feels kind of leveled with oh, nice hits from Treadz there, almost taking down that vehicle. Really lucky he was already backing off, as they can't really take vehicles super quickly with a full squad. We see that machine gun going down. Well, is anybody going to pick it? Oh, Scout did it, and he escapes. He escapes. Oh, wow. And even Nub is saying, wow, this was really interesting to see, as those two Jaeger squads didn't manage to secure or deny this machine gun. Now, 75 returning to the base for some repairs. Engineers already on the way for that. As we see some now central control with those Shreks and Jaeger squads from Treadz, though they are not healed yet. We haven't returned to the base, or any Grenadiers provided support. As they can. Grenadiers with first veterans, he can heal units on the battlefield, as you might see sometimes people not getting any heal for a long time with Germans, because you can heal on the field. Also, you can replace your units. Now we see nice push, machine gun preparing for catch those units off guard, though they're not in arc and they're not retreating, so that's kind of troubling. We have Sherman now, which is going to try to deal with this anti-infantry power, as captain goes down, and we see some uncapping happening for VPs. Now a really good attempt to take down those SSFs with a verbal wind, but that will be responded with two vehicles coming to hunt for it, and it's really hard to escape. This one actually tries to go at least for the kill here and does get 75, but well, Sherman really will not have hard time dealing with that. Here's some prepare for a smoke a little too far, and it goes down. Of course, it wouldn't have been enough, even another smoke. After all, you can't even shoot in the smoke. Even if vehicle is there, you can just attack the ground in the smoke and still hit it, so it was really not a lot of options there. And now even the map control looks not great for Nub. He will get back, as there will be no competitive force for those infantry squads, and of course Sherman itself will provide great support. We see another Jaeger queuing for Treadz. He has a lot of ammunition, so those Shreks definitely coming into play. We see nice push now coming, getting those resources back for Nub. And Whizbang is coming on Nub's side as well, preparing some artillery rounds, possibly for Jaegers, or maybe expecting some other stuff, but he needs to deal with those. He has a lot of fuel and a lot of manpower, definitely could get another Sherman, for example. And now harassing out those Grenadiers. cannot stand a chance here with that machine gun upgrade as well on the Sherman. Actually, you're going to lose quite a few models, I believe, though that machine gun just dropped against those Jaegers. That's really troubling sometimes to play against those, as well, they are somehow even immune to this. Though taking some damage here, never big fight going up there. Dropping that machine gun eventually, so not that big of a loss. Though getting back with SSF is kind of costly, right? So he delays that, maybe waiting for engineers to pick it, for example. We see another cut off, so really dynamic battle here, trying to cut off. We see cut off for fuel, we see cut off for peace. Everybody is trying to get his place in. This bank showing its power, announcing his appearance on a battlefield. As the Sherman tries to secure other side of a map, take a few models down. It's really leveled, even though now armor is only on one side. We have those Jaegers that are really dangerous for armor, and we have leveled kills for both tanks and infantry. We see Loiter coming in, and now we need to retreat. Central control will be for the NEP's side, as now we see also this bank coming in close. He needs to take a lot of territory back in terms of peace. We see two are neutral and one is still ticking in Tread's favor for now. And as SSFs push the middle, and we see a lot of resources piling up on Tread's account, so likely his response to all of this is a tiger, so we might see a tiger here. This unusual play, but also tiger coming into this battle would be amazing. And as one Sherman is queued up, another stops engineers activities on the north side. We'll meet a lot of Jaegers here, so won't be nice actually. It's really dangerous against those Shreks. Oh, look at that melting power. I think not everything hit him, because it could have been a lot more damage than there. As we see another cut off again, getting back the map control for the nub. Really dynamic, really trying to make everything out of it. He's cut off from his fuel, so but he doesn't need any fuel. He needs manpower and he needs XP for getting those 9 points on his battle group and getting that call in for Tiger. Ooh, that was really close call. Needs to retreat, though another one is already on the way to deal with anything what's coming for it. In the middle, Jaegers hunt Wisbang here and needs to retreat under fire of Sherman. Wisbang is safe, but Jaegers definitely not. And he will lose a lot of manpower here, so that's not great news for Treadz, as he's trying to save a bit of manpower for Tiger, and he drops one Shrek squad with that really high cost upgrade in. But other squad is uncapping Nub's fuel, delaying any armor from his side. The central fight still happening. We see Panzerfaust going out. No, Nub is quite comfortable, just smashing units in the center, not really worrying for those Jaegers to come back, as he shredded quite a lot of those. We see another squad with Shreks coming back to the base, and Nub will take back his fuel point. And we're getting closer. We're getting closer with Treadz getting that Tiger in, which will be crucial. I mean, you cannot do a lot here unless you get tons of P4s. I know they trade quite okay with Shermans. Quite annoying to play with Americans against P4s, but you know, we'll see what actually will happen after all. As we see, Mortar doesn't have an easy life for machine gun, though. After capping, you will just push into enemy territory, possibly in this house, right? SSF now pushing on the north side. We see with some support of Sherman, and another one. He really needs to repair those. Now engineer actually prioritizing Visit Bank, who wants to attack things as well. Quite a bit of miscommunication here, right? one wants to attack and one says, well, you need to do something for your health, but yeah, these ones are set to destroy that one, and he does that successfully. Losing one model, a lot of HP, but only one model for this bank is really good deal. But now central control, of course, still will be in the favor of nubs. And those Shermans not really healthy, but still very operational there. We see another Sherman queuing up now, no this bank. So wasn't really getting a lot out of it in this battle, as we see the Tiger coming in for Treadz. Well, now it will be interesting how one against all will try to fight. Of course, he will have a big backup. Oh, this is a big hit. And will it be down? Will it be down? It's down. Here we go, 2 shots. No SSF, massive manpower cost just for 2 shots, but did not cost anything for Treadz. Already paying a lot of this price for the Tiger. Another shot will be trying to do the same. We see those Shermans in the center. They will try to do something against Tiger, and even that's not easy. We'll have those Panther Shreks with Jaegers. This is nice suppression. Will give a bit of opportunity to shoot for Shermans. Though they're not engaged, neither side wants to really fight here. Shermans, they feel kind of weak a bit, needs to repair, and of course Tiger is alone without a Jaeger, so didn't really want to engage. And now we see some shots landing here, but Sherman say, well, I'm not fighting, we're not fighting, we're just having fun here on the VP, just trying to take down this side and have that VP advantage what we are having right now. Well, Hellcat coming in for help to get this big boy down. Still not engaging. Again, waiting for some support for an upside. Well, Treadz, he needs some manpower, but could get even another armor vehicle here. He gets engineers, as they've been deleted from the game recently, right? Now pushes a bit. We see those SSF Grenadiers here in the center, getting few shots in and really just going out. Well, this will be hard and not easy for both sides, I think. As Jaegers, well, they're pushing Shermans, but Shermans have 3 guns and we have Hellcat as well. Yeah, Flare going up to see what's up here, provide a bit of view for machine gun, get those Jaegers away. Because you cannot fight it like this, right? You need to get Jaegers away from the Tiger, and then you can try to just penetrate and surround him, get that weaker back armor. Otherwise, it's really hard to fight against the Tiger and also try to survive Panzer Shreks. As we see Control getting back now, Mortar Without War getting the fuel back. We see Scouting going with Kattenkart, and he will be pushed with those Scouts. Hellcat trying to take cheap shots to the Tiger, which hasn't been fully repaired now. Oh, that was close. That could have been a lot of HP. I think you can 2-shot Hellcat with Tiger. Anyway, Scout's not taking the fuel. He has a lot of fuel. He's taking the piece, trying to push that advantage and not let Treadz do a lot with that Tiger until some support comes in. He doesn't have a lot of population cap space for anything really big come here, but well, some support might be handy still, even while having those 3 Panzer Shrek squads. Again, Sherman's just doing easy work, pushing some infantry. See some mines coming here, really nice, preventing some kind of flanking maneuver also, because there hasn't been a lot of mines. We see no sweeper, so it's effective. Whoa, those SSF really suffer against Tigers, not lucky ones. Never hit here from the Tiger with massive manpower losses. We see some easy shots again, trying to land, but almost gets a full hit there for Hellcat from the house. Also, Panzer Shrek's trying to land some shots, but the house is almost down, so he retreats here. And Tiger now will have open shot here. Ooh, Sherman almost down, but again, situation not resolved. Oh, Hellcat is down. The one that tried to land some sneaky shots from Nub. Now he needs really quickly to just go back and repair this Sherman as he gets a fourth one. But, you know, maybe actually Hellcats are just a bit better if you have a few that can flank. Because they will penetrate better, right, than Shermans. Up front, you cannot do a lot with those Shermans, so I'm a bit questioning this decision, but you know, in a heat of battle you cannot really do the best decisions always. Certainly I can't, yeah, we'll see how this results for Nub as he regroups, and yeah, Germans Treadz really comfortably gets the center. Also we see Wespe here trying to shred anything else but is not Shermans. Well, maybe Shermans as well, as it's set to vehicles priority, so it could be really double-edged sword for Treadz, and that's what he decided to fit into that population cap. We have some flanking maneuvers from Shermans, so just trying to defend again against those grenadiers. Also not ungrouping, right? All of them going there together because they're afraid to meet Tiger 1 on 1. We see some nice push, some nice positioning here, right? You cannot get shot from this side, but you may land some nice shots there, not exposing as much as possible. Now interaction here. 3 tanks against 1? Well, all of them just bounce the frontal armor. Who really needs to flank those to do anything. He has a 4th Sherman. We'll see how this will go now. Just going other side, trying to do some things on this flank, as maybe he will push, I don't know, maybe just repair. It's really hard to play with those. Possibly you need to like split and try with one to outflank, but again, you have those Jaegers. As we're actually trying to oppress the suppressor here, but of course not super successfully. They get suppressed and back off, which is not good for Tiger. Immediately retreats, as if you cannot prevent those Shermans with Panzer Shreks, well, Tiger is in big danger, right? You can outflank him and land tons of shots. You cannot take down those 4 against 1 Tiger, but with those Jaegers you can just stand against those 4 Shermans, as we see. Now we push as Jaegers retreat, and Vespa actually will be in big danger, trying to shoot, do some damage for those Shermans. Does damage and almost again takes down Shermans. And now it's really going other ways. Just bit by a bit we see a lot of exchanges. Westpac going down, they're really low, but nobody's dead, and we have a 5th Sherman. 5 Shermans on this battlefield. He actually needs to repair those in a faster manner as well. This big boy will be back quite soon. Oh, that's a close call. Will be able to survive? 1 shot, maybe? It's a big turn here, trying to survive. Oh, he doesn't push, so Captain Car just stays safe. Now, this Tiger could push on in 1 shot many of those Shermans. Doesn't do that, just goes in the center, sees there's nothing. Okay, let's go back. I don't have support from Jaegers, so let's not risk it. Jaegers are coming back from the seaside. We see Captain Car also saving this side, just looking for some uncaps happening, or possibly cutoffs. Nothing is happening here. Also, we see a lot of fuel for Treadz. Not a lot of manpower. Really costs a lot to get back those Jaegers and keep them there, right? Again, a lot of suppression, really good for Nub, as if they need to retreat, he doesn't retreat, he uses smoke, but if they need to retreat, Shermans have a green light, just push on and do some damage. Of course, they're kind of not in a good shape for that, but you know, that was really nice catch. But even after We see that replacement happening, what I told you before, and healing. Really handy to have at least one Grenadier squad to do that. But even though losing some models, he stays here because he needs those to equalize the numbers against those 5 Shermans for the Tiger. See, nice control. So control really now on Treadz side with CVPs going down for Nub as in infantry and vehicle kills. You couldn't tell what the favors on one or the other side. It's been switching through the battle. It's been switching few times. Of course, now the battle situation is that, well, Shermans cannot do a lot against Tiger, which have 3 supporting Panzer Shrek units there, and even trying to land some shots. You cannot pen him. Cannot pen him. You hit the side. Well, that was a big hit, no? Yeah, not going to happen. And oh, one so low again. We see some artillery coming. Oh my god. So low. And look at the Tiger. What doesn't look like he suffered a lot. One down. One really low. Another really low. We cannot fight this one really. Engineers now pushing in, taking a lot of damage. He needs to repair, not push, but whoa, engineer going down. So that will be even longer time before it can just replenish, repair all those Shermans. And now, yeah, I also feel yeah, well, these can pen you. He really can from the front. I need to surround. Yes, you have learned. Yeah, well, now I feel you can really push with 2 Vespas supporting it as well. This cannot stand that Tiger, really. He needs to repair it. He doesn't have another engineer squad. Oh, and well, I feel this is going to be the end, as now Treadz feels he has this really nice advantage, both in terms of firepower from Shermans and of course in terms of vehicles HP. And as we try to land some preemptive shots while we have 4 weapons there, soon, yeah, there will be 3. Hellcats also coming. Oh, this is not looking good. There will be 2. We see Vespas now engaging from the back as well. Oh yeah, this is a really game ending here. So, whoa, Tiger, the only one on the battlefield from the Germans, and he actually destroying everything here. So really lesson learned here. You need to outflank at least. Hellcats now just going from some front shots, but not enough to really do anything. Really tough for the Nubs to come back on this one. He had control, he had a first armor, but yeah, Shreks plus Tiger just finished the deal there, and there's nothing that could be done. Hopefully this was interesting battle for you to see. Certainly it was for me, as not seeing just pure meta plays with Pathfinders was interesting, though a bit disappointing not to see those American tanks to just try some outflanking, maybe more risky Hellcats and some risky play might have been a bit better. Yeah, even though Americans did not punch back at the late game, still it's really nice to see this different battle from these 2 players. So this was Free Happy Dolphin. Thank you for watching Pro Plays, and see you next time.